எப்பல அந்த கோரி பாளையத்துல ஒரு சூப்பர் கடை இருக்கு. அதுல சிக்கனை நல்லா ரோஸ்ட் பண்ணுவாங்க. நம்ம ஜாலியா போய் இன்னைக்கு நைட் அங்க சாப்பிடுவோம். வெரி குட், வெரி குட்.
Hi everyone and welcome to another episode of Kravings vlog. Today's a really special episode because I'm doing chicken 65. You've asked for it and I'm doing it. So what is chicken 65? I grew up eating this in India and I never really gave it a thought as to why it's called chicken 65. So I googled it and some people say that it's because the chicken needs to be 65 days old. Another person said, well, it's because you use 65 ingredients. But I don't think any of those are really true. What really happened is there was a canteen in India and back in the day, you know, when they used to put those typos together, they'd actually put those metal letters, and when they actually printed it, the numbers got jumbled up and it became chicken 65, not item number 65. So I think that's the story I'm going to go with. So let's get started.
Had the sushi in Japan? Well, I've tried shawarma from the Middle Eastern land. I've had the best burger in America, but the chicken 65 is the best by far. First class meat, it's such a treat. Eating chicken 65.
Now I've used chicken thigh meat. It's really the best kind of meat to use for chicken 65. You can use breast, but it tends to get a little bit dry. So I've got 2 pounds and what I've done is I've just marinated it with some corn flour and some egg and some salt. And basically just had it sitting for an hour. And what I'm going to do now is put it in oil. You can shallow fry it or you can deep fry it, whatever you choose. I'm shallow frying it today. Take your time to brown the meat. You might want to do them in batches and be careful because it does splatter. But once you have a nice brown on the meat, we're ready to put it aside and work on the marinade. It's been sauteed and has a nice little golden brown color and I've kept that aside and now we're going to make the magic. And that's the chicken 65 sauce and that's what covers the chicken and makes it all yummy. The first thing that's going in is the onions. So let's saute them so they're golden brown. And next we're going to add the garlic that I chopped up and some green chilies. If you want it a bit hotter, you can add some more green chilies. The onions are sauteing and we're going to add the curry leaves. Now this is about half a cup of curry leaves. You can add them whole or you can chop them up. I do them both ways. Basically, if you don't chop it, it's A, less work for you, and B, if you have somebody that doesn't like curry leaves, they can just put it aside in their plate. My kids don't like to eat them, so it's a really good option. So just mix it. If you could smell this.
Classy, it's such a treat. Eating chicken 65 on a Madurai street.
Next I'm going to add the ginger and garlic paste.
Oh, pasikidhu.
And all of the powdered spices. So we have cumin, turmeric, and chili powder. And one of the most important ingredients is chili paste. So we have about 2 tablespoons of chili paste. Now look at that, isn't that amazing? Let's give it a good mix. Let it cook for about a minute. Now while it's cooking, let me explain to you how we get that amazing red color. You can use regular food color, but what I use is a powdered food color that you get in most Indian stores. And I'm going to add a little bit of water to this and then add it to the mix.
Duck, I've been to the Italy, had a little pizza, searching for the perfect dish but had no luck. First class meat, it's such a treat. Eating chicken 65 on a Madurai street. First class meat, it's such a treat.
Okay, so the spice of the masala, as we call it, is nice and red, and I'm going to add the chicken into the pot and we're going to mix it What I like to do is cook this for about 2 minutes covered, so I know the chicken is fully done. And then after that, I'm going to open it up and I'm going to dry it out. So what I'm looking for is the gravy to get quite dry and the bottom to get quite crispy. And then I know it's
chicken covered
perfect.
for a few minutes. I just wanted to make sure that it's completely cooked all the way through. And you can serve it right now if you wanted to. It's nice and juicy. It's got a little bit of a gravy. Personally, I like to dry it up a little bit and I like to cook it so it's a little bit crispy on the outside. And so I'm going to cook it for a few more minutes and then I'm going to serve to some very hungry people that are waiting for this chicken 65. So thank you for joining us and see you next time on Kravings Vlog.
எப்பல அந்த கோரி பாளையத்துல ஒரு சூப்பர் கடை இருக்கு. அதுல சிக்கனை நல்லா ரோஸ்ட் பண்ணுவாங்க. நம்ம ஜாலியா போய் இன்னைக்கு நைட் அங்க சாப்பிடுவோம். வெரி குட்.